Put you guys right there. Whew, it is quickly changing. It's an early New Hampshire morning. About 45 degrees an hour ago. I think we might be tickling 50. Anyways, today we're going to get into the thick of it. Something I've been thinking about for a while, I'm kind of not looking forward to. And I know that sounds crazy for what I do, but woof. Out here, behind us is a little river, which is just about dry. And then in this direction is about 1.5 miles up to a ridge line. Here's a picture I took 4 years ago looking back this way. So it's a big chunk of land that we've had access to for many years. And the thing is, every time that I've hiked in a bit this way or a bit from over there, there's walls everywhere out there. They were squaring it off probably in the 1700s, probably more in the 1800s. Either way, I don't think we're going to find anything today, but we're bringing this because you never know. And let's just go. There should be a somewhat of a logging road left over up here. This is the landing. Yeah, let's just go. So yeah, obviously I'm kind of looking forward to it, interested as to what is up in here and why. It is texturous land. But as usual, there's all rock wall squares up here, and they're huge, like in the 100-acre lot size, which, pardon the branches, makes me look at it from the grant maps of roughly 100-acre lots. So people were doing things up in here, that's for sure, a long time ago. There it is. So it's a rutted out path. I'm assuming it's logging ruts, but is or was it an old cart path leading out here? And I've basically followed it up to the first wall. That's where I need to go beyond, and we'll look for stacked rocks and anything else that may pop out. Stacked rocks, you know, away from the walls, that is. See, and this is the thing that stands out, as I remembered 4 years ago, whatever it was, that I hiked up here. Most of this is rock lined, shouldered with stones. Settlers and farmers do that stuff. Loggers don't. So that's always stood out in my head. Yeah. And still couple hundred more feet, I should say, feet up the path. Line of stones, and it just flattens right out in this one area. It's decent. Somebody had to be living or doing something up here a long time ago. Yeah, not bad. And that's why this time around we have brought the Fisher. Check around on the high points. A nail iron. Has to be ammo. Ah, that wind is ferocious today. Yep, casing. Just missed him with the camera. 5 or 6 deer. Maybe we'll see him again. Let's see as we continue. So doesn't the rock shouldering. So not just an isolated event where it was pushed aside. It's not completely consistent, but it is there quite a bit. You never know out here, especially if somebody was living out here and left over 200 years ago. Nice lift. That's about it. Okay, here's our wall and line of the unknown. We came from that way last time. I followed that wall all the way up to the ridge line, and this is the unknown side. And again, it's all squared off with walls. You just can't tell you're in one until you get to it. Woof. All right. Let's go. Oh, there goes a deer again. Just saw the tail. I just saw 2 more deer. I can't get the camera up and out ready fast enough to catch them. So I've been walking up here beyond where the wall was. Nothing, it just keeps going up, which I'm expecting, but no signs of anything, except for deer. Plenty of. So if I can find it, I'm gonna head back down to that cart path where the rocks are lining it, because it stopped. As soon as we got to that wall, it just bellowed out into this. Hopefully we'll catch a deer on film. Well, let's see what's out here. We are on the cart path trail thingy. Sounded like iron. Just an odd piece of sheet metal. It's actually pretty thick. There's definitely something. Sign of life. It's funny, I just realized this is where I stopped on the way up and walked in, where my senses were looking around, and here we go. Second piece of activity. Oh, that's interesting. A stove leg. You're not going to hike that up into the woods for no reason that long ago. Very interesting, because we are considerably far out. It's a lot of nail iron. Oh, it's one of them wedge tools. I have no idea exactly what that was from, but we've dug them before. Well, we're definitely in an area. Could be just from loggers, could have been a logging camp up here. You know, back then it didn't happen in a month or two to clear these spots. It could have been a year. Well, interesting. So again, instinctually I stopped right here to show you guys this. And that's where the stuff was. So we did find where people were doing things, but I'm gonna keep heading down the path, keep swinging. Here's something interesting I didn't notice on the way up. We came up from there. Probably hard to see with the sun, but there's our shoulder on the right side. Look at this, we have an intersection. There's another cart path heading that way. My guess, same old thing. So we have a cart path, shouldered and lined, going up through this square, gets to the next one, and just opens up. And loggers probably reused it, and it was probably well over 100 years ago, because you can't even see the signs of logging. We're back to hardwoods growing. No stumps. They were probably coming up here on foot, oxen, dragging the logs out. But this is definitely the workings of, you know, old farm stuff. That's a hefty shoulder. If I can get a good angle here. So, coming up off the hill, we are standing on one path, and then that one goes out that way. That took some time to build that up. Well, that ain't modern. Stay still. Put you back where you were. Right in the path. That's a coin. Let's hope it's old. That feels thick like an Indian. And it's not. Wow. There's Abe. It's a weedy. Thick though. Let me clean it. $19.26. So, what a catch, just walking through the woods. Almost 100-year-old penny. That's pretty cool. Shot in the dark, really. Well, let's see what's beside it. Well, kind of goes with it. 22 casing. A few feet away. Huh. This is actually right on the shoulder. Oh, that feels funny in there. Another one. I really didn't expect to find anything out here today. Yeah, it's a wheat penny. Pretty crusty. Jeez. Well, another interesting walkabout in the woods of New Hampshire. So, we see the signs of colonists, loggers, hunters, and then there's this layer, detectorists. Crazy, you can walk out that far and you still find wheat pennies. And the signs of people doing things. All right, get out and explore your world.